Really hefty game trail coming through this area here, and it looks like there's some kind of big trickle over of water because it's really wet down in here. Like there's they're frozen over on the top now, but there really is a good amount of water down there. I don't know if it trickles over from the other side or not, but oh, this is really soft ground over here. There's some ground logs, a good amount of large ground logs, and then that tree is definitely like it's broke off and it's laid back up in the trees about 10 feet at least behind where it should have broken. Trees don't break and jump back. They don't have legs to leap backwards. Some major impressions in here too. It's kind of freaky, to be honest. My footprint was near it and it was like half the size. It was trippy. I didn't notice this behind me, right behind me, this bend. Alright, let's try to find our way back into the marsh. I'm literally following these big impressions out of the brush. Looks like they carry on over this way though, and I can't do this. There's no way to get into there. There's been a lot of wood cut here lately. I'd imagine this was a huge structure that probably came across. That tree's knocked down. There's some there cut, some there cut, some there. This is cut, this is cut. So I'm assuming they try to connect this area pretty often. It's another gunshot. It's about the third one I heard since I've been here. That's right where that big leaner was with the brake. That brake is actually pretty fresh. Look. So that would have probably been their most recent attempt. So my theory is that's how they crossed the trail without being seen, is like throughout the night or whatever, they knock something down and then they connect the veil to it that way from one side to the other, to that they have their structures in the woods. That's how they cross the trails without being seen. I mean, they might cross the trail fine one time, but if they have to go back and forth or whatever, something to that effect, or even they just needed to connect, so it goes into the structure where they were spending the night or whatever. And I could talk about that more for sure. There's a lot of unsaid thoughts that I'm gonna let slide right now, so we can just enjoy nature. Take off my hat, let the wind hit my hair. Or whatever the hell I have left up there. Alright, this is cool. Nice little boardwalk here. Very wet ground. It's marshy, that's for sure. Marshy. looks like that's up where we started, kind of. Yeah, out there. So it's not a huge trail. But it's kind of perfect for what I needed today. So worked out well. It worked out well that there was a trail. That's some big old scat. And why I would say it's not from a dog is because it's got hair in it. So unless that's grass, but it sure looks like hair. So that would be from a predator. Deer don't eat things with fur. So, and that's on. I mean, that's on this thing, on this damn boardwalk. So that's pretty cool. I fucked around. There's also a Marlboro Red, so there's been people here at some point recently. So it hasn't washed away. So what we'll do is we'll hit the tree line from here a little bit. You know, sorry, this is something I do. Okay. It's beautifully clean water, really fresh. Look at that, look how clear that is. Awesome. I'm big with water. I don't like to get wet, but once I do, you can't get me out of the water. All our kids are that way too. Alright, let me hit this tree line before we get in it. Once we go in, we can't look from the outside no more. So, let's look at that. Trying to put it dead center. I probably won't even be able to find what I'm seeing again. Looks like there's something dark standing right here in front of me. I mean, at least, it's pretty cool. It's very faint, but it's definitely darker than the rest. It's ground level. I gotta go up a little more. Well, at least boardwalk level. It's definitely higher than the ground. But you get my drift. Well, thank you guys for coming along. I appreciate it. Got some more stuff coming in the future, very near future. That pretty exciting. But we won't get into that yet. That grass, whatever it was that we were looking at earlier, I went up to it. It's definitely like a farmland that just kind of goes. It's probably pastures, I'd imagine. That it's cleared out, so it comes up to this water source here. I'd imagine clearing it out was cheaper to use this water source. Probably. It doesn't look used, is what I'm getting at. So why would somebody do that? Maybe just so they could utilize this. Was my concept. My thought process, I should say. I love that sound. Just trickling water. Hopefully this wraps back around to the front. The place, the entrance I went in, I really don't know at this point. If it doesn't, screw it. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Look at that, huh? I wish Sarah was here for this one. See that view, though? Look at that. This is a "Wish You Were Here" postcard. she'll probably get my message I just sent her. There's definitely a lot going on right off trail, so yeah, if anybody's watching and you're from this area, it's a good area. Definitely a good area. I'm sorry I'm like going back and forth, but there's so much I want you guys to see, and I just kind of keep looking around. It's another decent pile of scat, but that could be anything. That could be something smaller, like a fox. Looks like something burrowed up here. Look at those. I don't know what that is, but if these are prints, like impressions, that's wild. That would be crazy. I got short of breath. This side definitely feels more active. They very well could be prints. It's just, they just crossed the trail. I guess it could be a guy with, person in their boots, just, it's hard to say. The way it is, it's like hugging the side. They were like hugging the side of the trail. Not like a comfortable place to walk. Alright, again, so we have this private property posted. So whatever goes down on that side, it's off limits. That's a big problem up here I've noticed is I see hot spots that intrigue me or make me feel like I should be in there. And I've literally driven and walked in and tried to go in different places. It's happened to me numerous times where all sides are private property. Looks like they might have like a hunting blind on that side or something. At first I thought it was like a little kid's toy, but so eye shine maybe. Yeah, it's posted like every other tree it's posted. Pressure over here is pretty crazy. It's kind of like, it's like, I don't want to say it's hard to breathe, but it's like there's like a weight on my chest, kind of like I felt when we stepped into that cemetery in the front. It's interesting. It could just be because we're in the mountains and I'm not used to it. Could be that simple. Whoever owns that land is very serious about it. I guess I would be too, if I had a preserve or whatever this is. Public park type scenario. It's not a park, but it's still got a public trail on it. There's really not much to see over here, so I apologize for that, but Maybe you guys will pick up something that I ain't seen. I'd have to say this is definitely a hot spot. Like this whole area is awesome. And we barely scratched the surface, so I can't even imagine what the extending areas are like. Pretty much everywhere I've been so far has had good possibilities in its own right. Yeah, so I think it looks like we came around all the way. And I ain't mad at it, because I gotta go outside. We ain't had breakfast yet. Nice little teepee in there. Nice way to finish. It's not the cleanest one in the world. Oh, there's another one. Bend and tucks right out to here. I'd imagine that's like to keep themselves cloaked to watch the entrance. As we come out the back side, the other side, far side, whatever. Oh no, I see what happened. Okay. Alright, I was thinking about walking in this way. I just didn't know what was back here. I couldn't really tell whose land stopped where. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't tell if I was in their backyard. When we went in, I couldn't tell if I was in somebody else's backyard. It was weird. There's just so much land that it's hard to say what's what. But even these people, like, look how much land they have here, and then it goes right into this preserve, and then I don't know who owns that property back there, but even just that slab was awesome. That would be an awesome spot to have. It's a huge game show. Yeah, I came out, and when we came out of there, the pressure changed. It was different. Really interesting. Yeah, that's where I parked up there, all the way up there, so we literally came full circle for the most part. I did come full circle, but I mean for the most part together, I think I only walked, I didn't really walk far, is what I'm getting at, I guess. When I was kind of doing my own thing, I didn't really walk far. These are all really fresh breaks in here. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for coming along. I don't know if I'm going to get out again into the woods. So we have other things to do and other things we want to do. And, but I should be, or we should be, back upstate, and within the next month we should be back up here again. So I'll try and hit another area. I'm going to try and see how I can kind of separate them from the Long Island stuff, but I'm not really sure how to go about that yet. Anyway, Seriously, no lie. I know I've said this before, and it's kind of corny, but, you know, with the way the world is right now, you know, you pick up your cell phone, and you can be anywhere in the entire world. Anywhere. And, you know, you logged into YouTube. Then you clicked on LIB, then you clicked on this video, or Premiere, whatever it may be. And, you know, that I don't take that lightly. Like, I really, really appreciate you guys. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your feedback. You know, our time is precious. And, you know, you guys spend it here, and that means a lot. I appreciate you. I'll say thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a lot of fun. One last photo. Yeah, I got some tired ass eyes. A lot of driving. Thank you, thank you, thank you guys. Take care. I'll see you next time.